Excellent. The story so far. Aliyah and Six have been looking for the roboticist Janiki Renbar, sent by Professor Mayari to uncover the cause of the fall of Iox, which she believes is soon to return. But ancient memories found inside Six led Renbar to a different discovery, an ancient observatory, the Vault, which Renbar believed could save the nebula from darkness. Using a similar device to the one the roboticist uncovered, Six has triangulated a possible location for the Vault, but it lies impossibly far beyond the borders of the nebula. Renbar's search began with a telescope-like device recovered from a buried ship. Aliyah has followed a lead from a Renaki trader and found something similar at an old recording station. And here, our story will continue. Where are we actually? We are on Renaki. We wanted to talk to the trader. What's his face? I think something with A. We'll figure it out. It just starts immediately with back to the ship. Pottery. They can't sell all of these, surely, unless they break them after every meal. I mean, it's not that much. Oh, that's the wrong button. I wanted remark. No, it's... The robot you have claimed to have encountered after the hopper malfunction, Mistress. It occurs to me it might have been a recording. A recording of what? Of whom, Mistress? Renbar was a skilled roboticist. He may have found a way to store a recording and force it into my core. It was a message, not a recording. I spoke to it. They are the same, Mistress. Messages such as the Professor sends you are not live connections. They are recorded personality states. As am I, Mistress. There must be a Rebesque fall nearby, cut to resonate on a hopper's frequency. In short, for whatever reason, Renbar went to a lot of trouble to speak to you, Mistress. Indeed so. Even more pottery. No vases. Could keep my paintbrushes in them if I painted. Or flowers. I wonder what people here use them for. Water? They have a lot of it. We have bread. We have a person. Excuse me again. Hello again. Someone tried to sell me a gecko. Why does anyone buy a gecko? They catch flies. The air here is very damp. Things rot quickly. How do you stop them running away? I think your gecko didn't like you very much. Is this the same book you were reading before? Of course it is. There aren't that many different books. The printers have a print of one book and they roll it out. Same as the bread makers do. I work on Iox. There are libraries there. Iox? I've always wanted to visit a real library. Iox has 3. Thousands of books. Some are so old no one can read them. But we are figuring it out. One word after the other. You're teasing me. You should sail there sometime. I don't think so, lady. My soul is pure. What? What do you mean by that? Only what everyone knows. The rivers damage the souls that sail them. How can you see the nebula if you don't sail? Do you really think like that? You don't find you lose anything out there? Like what? I don't go blind. I don't start talking in loops. The priests of the Great Loop are very clear about it. The rivers strip your soul. It's what they're made of after all. The rivers are air and water. They're no more harmful than a hosepipe. Why they flow, I don't know, but I've never seen any souls lost out there. Of course. Excuse me. I don't get much time. My father will have me back at the accounts soon enough. Good faith to you, lady. I must get back to my work. Oh, she's ditching me. Interesting. I'm not following her, I'm just going in this direction. I like her, mistress. Didn't you hear? I like her. There's that... Can we get a gecko? Is that a thing that's in the cards?
The size of this place was nothing compared to
That's not
Elbereth.
gecko.
But it was
No,
more
it is gecko.
packed with life.
Yeah.
More
just
colour, more people, more business, more hope.
I can't have gecko. Have you ever heard of the Library of Future Knowledge? No, mistress. Okay, that's random. I wonder how Six is actually able to cross these... Okay. Let's go see your owner. Like, these boards are very loose on the stairs. You're back. I trust your trip was plentiful. There was nothing there, Amadou. The trip was a waste of time. But you did find it? The moon where that trinket was made? Why did you send me out there, Amadou? What were you hoping I'd find? Robots. Were there any robots there by any chance? Perhaps a single, half-functioning, rusted, deranged specimen? No one would leave a robot behind. Indeed, mistress. Who would do that? This is a pity. My stocks are running painfully low, and there seems very little I can do about it. Where did you get these ones from? I'll tell you, it's a story of some bravery, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. They were aboard a boat. I found it drifting in eddies in the desperate waves. I boarded it, meaning just to strip the metal, you know. But it wasn't empty. There was a crew aboard, all still working, still going about their tasks. I was thinking exactly number one. You told me before about corridors of machines. I didn't believe that, and I don't believe this. Oh, you should, though. It's quite true. I'm no roboticist, but I'd say they had two conflicting goals, and that circular path was the best way they had to meet them both. Robots being indecisive? Sex, is that possible? Evidently, it is inevitable, mistress. Were a robot to find themselves stuck between a fire and a fall, they would be content to wait for a situational change. A situational change occurred. I came aboard. Where was this? I wondered if it would tickle your interest. I could most definitely tell you, so long as our previous terms apply. I get you any servos I find? Simple. I won't find any servos. Please, try to. Alright. Excellent. It was a place away from a lot of rivers. A quiet place. No surprise the ship hadn't been seen before. And there were thick clouds. Perhaps the ship was circling one of those, I couldn't be sure. One moment it would break away as though trying to escape. Then it would be pulled back as if something had been forgotten and that was something they needed to do. Over and over. I watched them do it for nearly an hour before I dared to interrupt them. The servos ran loops in the floor, from window to window, sails to rudder. The paths changed a little each time, but always fell back to the same results. How did you get them off the ship? I'm more thinking of... how did he actually get there and back if there was no flow? There was something in the cloud they feared. But they couldn't just leave it behind. Perhaps their ethical cause wouldn't allow them. A very good question. We should go and find out. And bring me back some stock. I'll see what I can find, Amadou. Good faith to you, fine lady. How are things on Renaki? Things on Renaki never change. We're the perfect model of a happy society. Far enough from Iox that we can grow comfortably fat. Have you found anything for me? I wasn't looking. Okay, and that's the end of our dialogue tree. We'll be going now. We have a new lead. That's fantastic. Mistress, what just happened? I was certain you were about to abandon me. What do you mean? Wang and his contacts. Where's this going? They can all go drown themselves. Oh, right, we were... Yeah. This place is so happy. I can't imagine Albrecht being like this. Wealth. And this is from Iox. Exactly. Right, we were set up with this guy by Huang. Which... Yeah, very different vibe on these two people. And so we left the surface of Renaki, the market moon, with enough new evidence to fight an undiscovered site. And I believe that's where we will be heading towards right now. Also, I don't have my notes at the ready, so I should get those out. Where is it? Over here. Aboard the Nightingale. I wonder if she'll ever sail. Imagine spending your whole life stuck out here on the fringes. We're all stuck somewhere, mistress. The question is, can we see the wall? Shit, that's deep. That's profound, 6. What's gotten to you? Nothing, mistress. I merely dislike inaccurate speech. Alright. Time to move on. I will ready the tackle, mistress. And we shall sail. I have Tappy underlined on my notes. We have all those different planets. We have the Steel Empire side that we can go to. I'm going to say we are going to make a quick stop for Tappy because it's en route to the Steel Empire side anyway. And maybe he's got something for us. The Renaki reached, setting to Albrecht in the wires via the edge and the cyclones. Press any key to continue. I'm getting the pass control to 6 prompt right away, which suggests to me there won't be any dialogue here, but I'll just keep going at this for like half a minute, and then if no dialogue comes up, then that's my cue that... Oh, there we go. Okay, that's just navigational speech. Nothing worth of a story. Also, I'm somehow getting multiple prompts in the bottom right corner, so that's curious. No, I think there won't be anything interesting happening here. So, take the tiller for me, my dear robot. Albrecht. I could ask Roy to have 6 remember the days with the hopper. Could we? Interesting. Thank you for this pointer then. The library is supposed to be from the last loop. A sort of store of information. A library of future knowledge? That seems distinctly impossible. But you understand how the loop works, right? We know Amir spoke a word to the gate, but I have no idea what that word is. Said Boyaoki Refa. Slisset? Okay, so that only works on 6, but not on the gate. Said Boyaoki Refa. Malifar. Nothing. Said Boyaoki Refa. Give up. No, let's just go in the city. Yeni Huake. I think we'll go to Tappy first. See if we can get any interesting trinkets. More clues. It's always a good thing. I think I've learned that mostly we're using these artifacts for trading purposes, so It doesn't feel that significant to hold onto any particular, like, bronze knife or whatever. Aaliyah, come on in. I am in. Let's do show him an artifact first. I've uncovered a few items you might be interested in. Oh yes. Let's do the scrap of sailcloth, dating from the earliest days of the nebula. I could acquire one just like that on a slum street corner, and in one piece too. You aren't dealing with some gutter-rat trader here. I see. Telescope device. I'm not giving him the telescope device. Jesus. I have 2 telescopes, basically, and I have the shredded book. I'm gonna go with the shredded book. Dating from ancient times. It's passable. Oh well, I can most likely shift it onto someone. I have something of a similar period, I think. Now then. A copper sextant, engraved with the outline of a ship. It's incredible and ancient. Whoever made this didn't add an inscription on the casing. I think this comes from the same site as the shredded book and the Chronicles of Marsway I found before. This new find should help us to locate that site. This should help us locate it. So, if you've seen the merchandise, the sextant for your shredded heavy book. Yeah, sure. You have a deal. I heard about uncover the location of a new site, and I'm in. It'll take me some time to set up buyers for what you've given me, so anything else? Let me consider another time, my fine lady. Let's have a chat. Listen, Tappy. Where do I get all this stuff from? People bring me things. They leave things lying around. You must have a lot of friends. None as good as you, Aaliyah. Okay, he's useless. Besides trading items. May your steps stay steady, Aaliyah Elasra. They shall. We have one new artifact to trace. Time to depart, mistress. I want to pay a visit to Roy. Is it this direction? Roy's yard is this way. Excellent. I remember correctly. And also it's a very easy layout, actually. Yeah, that's the slave market, that very unhelpful trading person. I walked 2 steps and I've had enough of this place. The camera work is a bit weird. Like, this particular sequence right now, it looked like this woman was going to be incredibly significant, but it was just incidental. No, we need to strike twice.
There was a sharp, sizzling sound. And a yelp.
Aaliyah. What can I do for you? I found a Rebesque foil hidden in a statuette. An old one, with someone recorded on it. We found a shrine that read it back for us. It's quite something. Too delicate for Empire work. This is either ancient or was made an ancient way. In the Empire they carved these things by hand. They were useless. The ancients were better at making foils? Better than the Empire? Of course. How do you think they made so many robots? Empire foils can barely store a picture. I wanted to tell you something. Ask your advice about something. Oh no. Not again. It's about the robot. We found an ancient hopper. Are you hoping to sell it to me, Aaliyah? Because I don't want it. It was built into the wall. So you're hoping I can prise it loose? Sixth thought, the hopper was used to record people. I wanted to see if it was true. To record people? I suppose that might be possible if you got the eye to ignore the physical matrix entirely. Right, exactly. Sounds like you have no idea what you're talking about, Aaliyah. Nothing unusual about that except you normally hide it better. So where is it, this hopper? How do you feel about taking a short flight? In the Nightingale. You serious? I'm terrified. You've never sailed before, you know that. You can say no if you want to. Understood. I'm not saying it. Let's do it. Right now before I change my mind. Be ready, mistress. And so we left the surface of Elbereth. That's interesting. I'm very glad I came here. So we need to go back to the site that was at the end of that wind tunnel that we had on the end of part 3, I believe. Aaliyah. Yes. I had no idea. The sky. You haven't seen anything yet. Come up the ladder, there's a dome. You can see. Maybe. In a moment. 6. Shall we show her how it moves? Mistresses. Thank you for this, mistresses. He's very excited. And I think we won't get to... No, we do get to choose an old a destination. Okay, we only get to choose one. O'Roy has agreed to come to the Dustsoak ruin where Six encounter the strange effects of the hopper eye. If she can do anything there, neither of us knows. Yeah, we will go there. And I believe we will get some chatter now that O'Roy is around. Eagle's Pass. Sailing to the Withering Palace and the Withering Ways, via Ioxia in space. Press any key to continue. Okay, we can just go any which way. Is it far? I'm assuming that's O'Roy. Not too far. Just look out the porthole if you don't feel well. What is a porthole? I don't speak nautical. Okay, I'm already getting the pass control to 6 button. Once again, I'm gonna leave it for like 30 seconds, and then if no more dialogue pops up besides navigation instructions, I'm gonna skip ahead. Because while this is a beautiful sequence, it's not what you guys are here for. You're here for puzzle solving. I mean...
O'Roy had never left the surface of Elbereth before. I could see she was trying to look brave, but she was not letting go of the ropes.
Disregard the next turning, mistress. I see. Just as the 30 seconds was about to be up. I should take you to Renaki sometime. You'd like it there. I don't trust your taste, Aaliyah. Yeah, maybe fair. How far along are we? Like a third of the way? The lower reach. What is the river doing? What is happening? Okay. We're back in clearer waters, by which I mean it's just clearer where the waters are actually going. Now we're gonna skip ahead. You can sail for a while, 6. I'll check on Arroy and see if she's vomiting or something. This is the place the holographic had mentioned. But why would anyone build a palace out here? Maybe we'll find out now. We hoppered down outside the ancient gate and hurried inside. Is everywhere you go like this? You have a strange hobby. Tell me you can hopper us back, 6. I can indeed, Mistress Arroy. So what is this place you've brought me to? It's horrible. It was called the Withering Palace. It might have been fine once. The wellsprings didn't always blow dust and sand. It's creepy, Leah, that's what it is. This gate doesn't open, but there's a way around. Follow me. I was gonna say, she's ditching me immediately. So many books here. A library of a terrible kind. I don't like the sound of that. What's up here? Anything good? Your friend is very eager, mistress. It's just more books, Aaliyah. Oh, wait. This is the sketch. A sketch of the altar hopper sword. What is she doing? Whatever it was for, it must have been important. So who are all these lot? Emperors? There's one that got no arms. That's the serpent god. God of merchants and traders. So Tappy's god then. I like that. Even looks a bit like him. They don't have enough eyes either. That's how the ancients saw them. It's in the middle of their heads, Aaliyah. They look weird. They're gods, not people. How many eyes should they have, Oroy? If I build a god, I'd give them lots of eyes. Maybe some magnetic hands. Alright. Let's take a gander, shall we? I suppose we should start with the hopper eye, which is over here. The eye is there, Roy. I see it. This is pretty incredible. Maybe hoppers were more common back then. But to cut one open like this? Cut open? Looks like it. This is a normal hopper eye, except it's been disemboweled. It's a hack. Honestly, I quite love it. Yeah, she would. So what does it do? No idea. I only just got here, Leah. Give me a minute. Take your time. I'll take as long as I need. And you can stop watching me. Okay, so she's gonna figure stuff out. I mean... Why is the music picking up? What is happening? I'm just gonna have a quick look around. And there's something else lined up. Oh yeah, the other thing. Passing right through the center of this space. Interesting. Cheap viewers on star. That's cool. Let me just ban that real quick. Okay, how do I copy, ban this person? There we go. Resume. Ah! I'm always pressing T by accident and bringing up the map. I want to reply. It's a hopper source. So the beam comes out of here, strikes whatever it strikes, then carries it across to the eye. Except the eye doesn't work. We thought it was maybe used to execute people. Sounds about right. I believe there's more to it than that. Please, look again. 6, could you go stand in the middle of this space? Between the hopper source and the eye, Mistress O'Roy? That's right. Wait and watch. I'm ready, Mistress O'Roy. So, this hopper doesn't reflect the physical stuff back, but suppose the dynamics still came through intact. Like the way some people record themselves as messages. Maybe 6 was used to capture someone and that's what it's remembering. So you're going to... what? Open 6 up? Like you did to 3? Something like that. You see, the good thing about hoppers is they're physical. Every time they use, they entangle with what's already there. They get a bit scratched. Like the way a ship leaves a wake in the water. So if this thing has been used too much, we might be able to recover a few stray images. Hopper's shave bits off you. Work your magic. If the robot gets broken, well, I don't really mind. Here goes.
I don't exactly know what Oroy did, but the effect on the robot was impressive.
You're in charge here? In charge? I was held for so long. You won't imprison me again. You can't. So I see it is still here. Still working. My followers worked for months to uncover the secret of this device. If they could see me now... Shit. I'm... Stream dead. Stream is indeed... There we go. And, we're gonna resume. So this place is a prison. You don't know where you are? That's interesting. Your robot was able to bring you here without telling you what it knew. Perhaps you could tell me. No. No, Aliyah Elazra of Albereth. I really don't think I will. What the shit? You have a ship? No. We're stranded here. Yes, I rather think you are. Since it seems I control the hopper to the Nightingale, there are layers inside here, layers upon layers. Layers of what? Oh shit. I do not think you would understand. It takes many lifetimes to understand the true depth of a soul. You really pick your robots, Aliyah. I knew this one had some kind of superiority complex. Also, hi Fern. I didn't realize it ran this deep. But tell me, of my world. I'm not uncaring. As the darkness swept across the nebula. Is all lost? You told Renba about the darkness. His dig site in his explorations near Moersi. He was obeying you? As will you. As you have done. Tell me about the darkness. The darkness is coming, and only the vault can turn it back. Heaven's vault. That's the name of the game. Is this the vault that Renba's ghost was talking about? The robots who ran the Empire knew, but they did nothing. If the darkness is dangerous, the robots would have stopped it. They'd have to. Their ethical cores. The ethical cores are statistical. The robots believe the darkness is necessary, even though the darkness will kill us all. That is why their rule had to end. You should be pleased. You will have the honor of escorting an empress back to her throne. Aleia, if she leaves the beam of the hopper source, she'll disappear? No. She'll stay like this. There's a ship here. Follow me. Enke does not wait, Aleia. Enke? I like her. I'm genuinely interested where this goes. Come, or I will depart without you. You heard your Empress, Aleia. Nothing down there now. Are you always this slow, Aleia? Mayari will be furious when we come back and we install the new OS on her robot. You put Linux on this thing and it's like running your life now? What the fuck? You do not want to be left behind. Be ready. Why did Oroy not have sparkles? And so we left the surface of the side of the Withering Palace. What the shit is happening? Am I in pace for the good ending? Don't answer that. But it's what I'm thinking is I have no feeling for what kinds of what kinds of consequences these choices will have, or which choices have consequences at all. This is your ship. Do you not clean it? Apologies, Your Highness. Your worship. The boat seems watertight at least. Though I would use a hopper. Hoppers are short range only. Yours are perhaps. Now we sail for Iox. Aleia, I want to go home. I don't know how you stand these dead moons. There's so much out there we still don't understand. There's more than enough to understand. I want to live my life, not walk over the wreck of someone else's. No wonder you're so cold. I'm sorry, Roy. Didn't mean to upset you. You don't even know what the problem is, do you? You see dust-covered books and empty chairs and wonder what the story was. Just take me home. I want to go somewhere busy. Well, we'll get her home. I don't want to ruin our friendship. And with her worship, I don't feel... Okay, we only get one choice. I was going to say, with her worship, I don't think there's any friendship to ruin. So until now, 6 was preparing the ship. Does her worship do it now? Is that what's happening, or are we doing it ourselves? Oh yeah, press control to Enke is... I saw it there. I refuse to set down on Elbereth. The place is repulsive. You can go if you want to. Who's saying that? Okay, I got like 1 millisecond to reply to that and I didn't take my chance. Didn't use my chance. It's also not letting me sweep my sail at all. I'm already way too fast. It's my home, Enke. Okay, Enke was saying that. I see. Your home is disgusting, Aleia Lazra. Are we continuing? Okay. The path ahead leads to our destination, Elberethian Rat. Okay, so she's still giving navigation, even though she's like mean. It's like just another voice for the navigation computer. Maybe next time we reprogram her, she's gonna speak like a pirate. That would be fun. Jarl, take a left turn. Okay, I think we've run out of dialogue. I'm going to rest. Excellent. Oh, she likes that. Elbereth. However far I sail, these alleyways will always be my home. I believe that's the default message for when we don't have any particular thing to do. Her Highness is refusing to come down. I don't blame her. I'm surprised you come back. My friends here, Roy. You do, Aliyah. Don't forget that. Thanks for the ride. Good luck with your new Empress. Robots have off switches, right? Nope. Good faith to you, Aliyah Lasra. Good faith, Roy. I hope it won't be so long next time. So can I just get back? How do I get back on the ship? It doesn't give me a little dot. Do I actually need to walk up like an animal? Okay, I super can't. Also, I think you were talking about possible branching choices earlier. Was that rhetorical? I mean, I know that this game has branching choices, and that feels like a very significant branch that I've now taken. How do I... Hello? How do I get back on the ship? Do I just need to wait for NK to talk to me? Also, I feel like I'm missing part of the story here, like... Good faith to you. Good faith. I didn't mean to talk to you, but how goes things? The goddess keeps us strong. Thank you. Be well. That was... Okay. Ah, there we go. Now we have a prompt. Back to the Nightingale, then. And so I left the surface of Elbereth. Yeah, we just dropped Oroy, and that's fine. Yeah, like how did we piece together that her name was NK? Kello kept 6 in his normal head mode. So was she there with Oroy? At the Withering Palace? And said, nah, I'm not chancing it? Or did she never get this far in the dialogue tree, or in this particular branch? No, it's just you and me. Take me to my palace. Okay. I mean, okay. She insists on returning to Ix, but she's going to be disappointed. I could go and tell Huang Omete's trade on Renaki. I wonder if he has a chance to look through the Mars wire I gave him. And otherwise I could show him some of my recent finds. Yeah, let's go. I'd have to spoil some early game branching to fully answer why, but she didn't go there with Oroy. Is there a resource on the web? I'm not asking because I want to look at it now, but once I'm done with the game, is there a resource on the web for which significant choices you can make and where they lead? Because as I said, I don't have a good feeling for which particular choices are significant. Why are you still helping me, NK? Yeah, she could have just taken off without me, right? I'm not helping you. But this ship takes 2 to navigate. You are helping me. What does that mean? I'm not helping you. I'm not aware of one, but probably. Okay. I'll maybe have a look when I'm done with this game. There is a darkness coming. And an empress is not an empress if her empire is lost. That makes sense. I think Mayari is still your primary user. Yeah, can she do like a factory reset? I think you still have to protect me. Yes. But that is not my only reason. Okay, she's being coy about what the reasons are. Either of the branches leads to our destination, Aliyah. Then let's take either of the branch. Either of the branches. Sorry. Okay, there seems to be no more dialogue, so I'm just gonna fast forward now. Take the tiller. Finally, we can make some progress. Jeez. The University of Iox. Okay, she doesn't have a particular thing to say here. I've spent most of my adult life on Iox. Press any key to continue. Look at this place. It's changed. This was a palace. A place of comfort and luxury. A place of respite. Now look at it. Iox is comfortable enough. Yeah, what is not respite about this place? Then you have never experienced true comfort. Oh, she can just disguise herself. Interesting. I see, I see, I see. Aaliyah, always a pleasure. Let's have a chat. Show him an artifact. Let's see them then. Let's start with the robot neck. What do you make of this robot neck? Interesting. I'm not sure we have anything quite like that one. I'll take the robot neck to the archives then. Take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Okay, he's ditching me right away. Cool. I was hoping for, like, anything, but okay. Then we'll go and see if Mayari is in a helpful mood today. Because I remember last time she wasn't. I would like to find the library if possible, Aaliyah. So would I. If such a library exists, Aaliyah Al-Azra, there's likely to be information in it. About me, about robots. It's so weird with his gentle face. I will wait here. You don't want to see Mayari? That woman. That woman is my primary user, Aaliyah. Are you telling me you're afraid of her? If someone had the power to make you destroy yourself, simply by asking you to, would you not be afraid? Take whatever time you want. Tell whatever lies you must. Sorry, I'm not sly enough to tell lies. I told one lie today and it went by just incredibly smoothly. Aaliyah. Nice to see you too. There was something I wanted to ask you. Have you ever heard of the name Heaven's Vault before? What's that? The robot mentioned it. I've heard the name before. It's a story from the Old Sea. The Old Sea? The loop says the Old Sea never existed. It's only a story. I suppose they didn't tell you stories at the orphanage. I would have told you stories if you had been with me. Tell it to me now. Very well. Once there was an island, home to a wild and wonderful people in the middle of the old sea, and it was sinking. It had always been sinking. The rocks that formed its cliffs and shores were crumbling, the fertile soil was clawed away grain by grain by the sea wind, but it happened so slowly the people said it was natural. They believed the island would heal like a wound, until the night came when the sea crept into their houses and swept their children away. The people blamed themselves. They prostrated themselves before altars, they begged for forgiveness, but the sea did not stop. It took their children, then their fields, then all the lower lands. Soon the island was no more than a hill. Kings climbed on kings, all hope was lost. So they felled their last fruit tree to build a boat. The boat was not large, but it was strong. Strong enough to sail beyond the edges of the world. No one knew how far it would have to go to find a shore. But the priest convinced everyone to stay behind and pray. Not at all, you heathen. The boat did sail. It leapt beyond the horizon. No one had ever sailed so far. No one knew if it would ever land. And the boat's name, they say, was the Heaven's Vault. Heaven's Vault is a ship. It's a story for children, Aaliyah, to make them clean their teeth and weed their potatoes. Nothing more. I'm sorry you didn't get to be a child on Elbereth. Your life here would have been better. But Janiqui found a huge ship buried in the dust. Much bigger than anything we can sail. A gigantic ship? That's what he found? Just the kind we will soon build then. What the... If you have a moment more. She absorbed that information just super quickly. What is happening there? Huang told me about an ancient library. Something he read about in the Annals of Mazwai. The Library of Future Knowledge. The library is a sacred site for followers of the Lupalia. Have you found it? Are you sure it exists? It's quite real. It's out there somewhere. And if you do find it, look yourself up. One day you'll write a volume on what you've learned of our history, and it will be there in the Loop Library. Thank you for the story, Professor. That's alright, Aliyah. It's good to know you're not too old for stories. Okay. This was productive in some way. So it would appear that if that story has any real meaning to it, Aliyah. It's terrifying, you know. If you're an empress, then who were all these other robots that are lost? Oh shit. I mean, 4 fell in a canyon. It might have been, what? A poet? A great musician? Anything. Cease this jabbering. This place has nothing to offer. Perhaps we should return to the ship now, imbecile. Not yet. Maybe I would like to see if Huang can say anything else, especially after we just now talked to Mayari. But I'm not sure if he's gonna be in, or if we have expended all our Huang time. You hobbled yourself into a robot. You died so you could live forever. An empire must have foundation. A greatness to keep it sound. The emperor forever. The emperor undying. I offered myself to be the beating heart of the empire I created. Let's just have a talk. Oh, Huang. Have you looked through the Mazwai I found? I have. And it's quite a find, I can tell. An early edition, possibly even one of the first. There's a lot of unusual material that's missing from later editions. Does the Mazwai have anything to say about Heaven's Vault? It does. There's a whole section about the wreck of the vault washing up. Let me see. Washing up beyond the knot of the 3 rivers. Washing up like a shipwreck? That's how the story goes. You know it's just a story, don't you? That's probably why that section was removed. But this edition tells you where to find it? Where to find Heaven's Vault? That's all it says. The knot of the rivers. What can you tell me about the tree? Not much. It's old. But I'm not a botanist. Are there any stories? They say the first empress planted it herself, that she brought it here in a cup of soil on a fold of her robe. She's right behind you, in front of you. Brought from where? You know, I have no idea. The Dark Ages were dark. Another thing. I went to Renaki. I found that trader you mentioned. Oh yes. Did it help? I haven't found Vampire's Observatory, if that's what you mean. I'm sorry if I sent you astray. I don't know if your archaeologist's eye. But I found something Renbar discovered near Albereth. Oh yes? It was a ship. Underground. Underground? How did it get there? I think it flew there. Or rather, it crashed there. And how did he find it? Huang, do you think the robots know more than they say about the past? I'm sure they do. I think the robots can read ancient. I was thinking, I've been finding some truly ancient sites. Places far out in the reaches that must have once been wealthy. Abandoned? Lost in the clouds. The moons must have drifted away from the rivers, or the rivers drifted away from the moons. Iox is old. They're always finding new layers to this place. Did you know that? Iox has been around forever. It probably all started here. The future or the past? Both. That's why everyone wants to be on Iox. This is where you need to be when the loop closes. Professor Mayari called me her daughter, Huang. I don't know what to think. What's that? She said I was her daughter. I'm still catching up here. Her daughter? That's not possible. Isn't it? Mayari had a daughter, but she died years ago. How did she die? She was ill from when she was born. She lasted 5 years or so, but she was never going to really live. What kind of ill? I have no idea, I'm sorry. It was long before my time, really. But that's what my mother has always said. Do you have any more dialogue? Read anything else good recently? The Mars wires keep me pretty busy, Aliyah. Okay. I was going to give him one of the... So we have tablet, scratch, knife, something else. Crystals. I have so much crap, what the shit? The dented cup. I should probably look up if there's any significant words or it, but I don't care. I'm just going to randomly choose this cup. Interesting. I've seen something a bit like that. I think only this one was inscribed. Now, where is it? We're getting an inscription. Yes, this is it. It's a sketch of a brass flagon. It was found buried here in Iox. And I didn't read the rest of that before the UI came up. This one is several words. That's our first inscription for today. We didn't have a lot of inscriptions yet. And cry. I don't think I have a good handle on this. Oh, I do. Okay, cool. I'm sure my translation for cry is correct now. Excellent. We have wind, but it's a verb. So lift or raise feels appropriate. Raise your... and cry. So not add. Within or out could both be. But I think out. Not at a particular place, but going away from a particular place, that would be out. Or outward. What was it? Outside. No, I don't think outside. Because then the opposite would be inside. And that's not it. Raise your... What is this? That was adjective, but noun? Noun of adjective, and this... Angry. Don't think I have a handle on this character. But we have a lot of fluid. Right? Drink. Object. So goblet, I think, makes the most sense out of all of these. Could still change my mind, but raise your goblet and cry out. Do you have any more like that? Let me see. How about this? It was a metal drinking goblet. It was found adrift in the wash near Maersi. This is one end of a broken fragment of text. Can I scroll? Yeah. Yourself in, I'm seeing. Can I please grab this? Thank you. Yourself in this. We're seeing water, so in this flow. Drown yourself in this flow. I believe you're correct with drown. And yourself must be right too. We're flying through this. Okay, we don't have stand cup. Oh, it's the thing that was in goblet over here. It's drink, but as a noun. Oh yeah, cup. 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 Do you have any more like that? Stand by as we go through goblets for the next 3 hours. No, nothing comes to mind. The archivist will enjoy the dented cup. Take it. Good faith to you. I'll be back shortly. Oh, so whenever he takes an item, he goes to the archive. Okay, I see, I see. So let us take our leave. You declared yourself a goddess. You wiped away the ancient religions. Do you know what they believed? Before I burned all the books, before I rewrote their tongue? Superstition. Seditious superstition. What did the ancients believe? What were their gods? They believed in a pantheon of 7. 6 gods out among the moons, and one, the 7th, waiting. What is that 7th one? What's the 7th one in Heaven's Vault? Huang mentioned a place called the Library of Future Knowledge. Okay, is that all about? Okay, cool. I'm just going here in the hopes that Inkay will get me to the ship. Yeah, there we go. This way, fool. Now the robot is the one being abusive. With enough new information to locate a previously unknown site. Now we have 2 sites that we can locate. And we are... I feel though, and I said this in last time, or the one before, that I feel like the game was still opening up. And now it feels like threads are merging together again. It feels as though... Oh, she's her true self again. I mean, besides being a robot. Let's start sailing. We'll prepare the ropes, Aliyah. She's still helpful. That's nice. She's nice. Also, I think I'm sinking down over time. So we have both these sides that we can try and locate. What does it say? Why does it mark this one? I've got no reason to go back. Exactly. Why are you showing this to me? The trader Madrid spun a story, but can you please read in normal speed? Spun a story about a ship crewed by robots orbiting the distant cloud. I could search for the site now. Okay. Was not that bad. Let's look at this. Iox in space, sailing to Steel Empire site in Eagles Pass. Okay, we need to go right. Are we having a chat? It would appear we don't. And we're gonna fast forward again. Oh, she does love sailing. That's cool. Okay, so now we should be close by. We've reached uncharted waters. What do you mean uncharted waters? Is it just like the Empress hauled my ship around with skill, with vigor and speed? Where Six has been cautious, she was reckless. Where Six had been uncertain, she was fierce. Was this a case of like, there was like 1 pixel of uncharted water, so I had to take it again? She treated it like a hacksaw or a hunting dog or a tiresome lover. The riverhead continues to our destination. Yes, but when can I go on autopilot again? This should be well-charted waters. Like if I look on my map, this looks very known. Or is it just we're too close to a site where we need to search, so it's not letting me? Okay, now we can pass control again. Eagles Pass. That also doesn't sound like a place that we haven't been. Okay, now we're getting closer. I can agree with that. Above. That's what I want to see. That's how I make distance. Oh, we have a ruin ahead. I need to click for this. There we go. A ruin. It's a ruin from the Steel Empire, Lia Lazra. I will investigate. I recovered a bat-head serpent god devotional icon carved from gold. I wonder how long it's been out there. And there is some carved symbols. So what does it say? I have no idea. What would I know? I had scribes for that kind of thing. I see. This is the end of a longer line of text. What do we have here? We have from. I don't think we will be... Oh, we can translate this. Interesting. Okay. Serpent is cool. Serpent... Yeah, that's a verb. Guided or move? From... Oh. From one. So this is a stem occurring in me and in we. So one or only would be, and only doesn't make grammatical sense. So from one, two, and then this appears in you. Like the serpent moves from one for. It's weird grammar, but I don't know what would make it better grammar. Guided or moves? I'm gonna say moves. Serpent moves from one for next. I think that's right. Okay, she's confident about this. So I'm gonna be too. I'd say this was made on the place we're searching for. We must be getting close. This will make the exact spot we're currently hunting easier to locate. Okay. I'm very curious how they're doing this kind of locating. Steer right here. But it's giving me both. I remember a shortcut through less traveled waters. Okay. So that's an advantage of being with Enke, apparently. Don't think 6 would have sent us on a shortcut. I mean, it's... Yeah, what kind of shortcut is that? You brought us away from where we need to go. The path turns left shortly, Leah, as should we. What kind of shortcut was that? Is she leading me somewhere I shouldn't be? Or what is going on? Like, we have deduced that she is not able to let us come to harm, given that Mayari is her primary user, and so her prime directive is still to protect Aaliyah. Yeah, what is going on here? Why are you sending me into a loop? What's that shit? Oh, did you want me to find this ruin? A ruin! I would guess it dates from the Steel Empire, Elberethian rat. You should wait. I found a metal incense burner embossed with a path motif. Just floating out there? On the glass, here's something inscribed. A broken piece from an even longer phrase. This is a question word, or a conditional, but we're gonna see. I give you. Loves. Wait. Friend. Aha. It's a long one, but I'm confident it says give. But my translation friend has to be a mistake. Okay. But it has life in it? Like human life? Heart. Oh yeah, love. And yeah. Object of love could be heart, yeah. And that's of me is my heart. Does I give you my heart work? Sure, why not? I think this originates from the exact site we're after. It must be nearby. This will make the site we're searching for easier to locate. Did they loop me around so I could see this thing? Yeah, that's the exact same path where we were sent to the right last time. And now we are going left. Our route goes left. It does. You're a fine specimen of a robot. Oh, okay. How? Why are we just doodling around in this low flow region here? Is that the only route we could take? See, it's very drawn out. Another ruin. Another ruin, same 3D object asset. It's a ruin from the Steel Empire Lea Laswa. This should only take a few moments. I recovered a shattered ritual knife. It must have come from somewhere nearby, and here's an inscription on the hilt. It's really minuscule. This one is a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. Can see palace. No, it ain't palace though, because this is inside a word, right? And same logic, this will also not work, or will it? All could work. I mean, I probably have to make some guesses and then it will rule out words as I go. Right, if I do this, it will say nah. Okay, next is... They don't like next. I'm just gonna brute force this and then we'll see where it complains. Oh, I see. I should be able to stuff this in here and then... I believe I remember the word one, a really in full. Okay, so that thing over there was just not part of a word at all. One... But wait, this was... Oh, that's a bigger word. Palace? Palace of multiple... Palace of we? No, that's not we, that's... Yeah, people. Palace of people. Empire. One empire for all? Let's say this was made on the site we're looking for. We're on the right track. Why don't you ignore the next branch? It's like giving me arrows here. I don't know what that means, but ignore. Yeah, I guess that's more straight than the other. I don't know. Okay, now... But now it seems we're getting somewhere. We're getting out of these loopy bits of the route. And making covering actual distance. Yeah, so we're entering the search zone in a bit. And then it'll give us places to investigate. Past the goddess. There we go. Okay, so there was one that we missed. Oh well. We seem to have emerged close to the Steel Empire site earlier. Scope this canyon. Just straight ahead. It's like do a left and then a right. Let's do that. Which way, NK? I do not know, Wretch. But I know. I already checked. Okay, it might be we have to loop around. We may have to go around like this and then enter this like funnel thing. We'll see. But we are on the right track either way. Now only to get to this low flow section. Yeah, we are looping around and then doing a right turn next. What is to the left? We'll continue our search. I don't think so. I want to see what's on the right. Let's see if she yaps at me. Right, this is like... Wait, did I... No, did I wait? Oh, I did. Do not turn right, Aliyah Lazra. I already did. Joke's on you. The turning will return us to the rivers. Which turning? I think we found it. What are you talking about? Did her dialogue not catch up to what I was doing, or what is happening? A Steel Empire site. Amado says he saw a robot ship circling this place. Let's see why they did. Let us...
Sometimes when you find a place, you find it overflowing with humanity, with life, with joy, with family, with struggle. Flames that burn so brightly, they can still be seen as dancing shadows. Hundreds, thousands of years later.
Okay.
And then other places are not like that.
I see. Wait, what are the dots? What a hole. You're not going to find anything here. But we know there was something here. But not a village, not a town. A metal rail. A track. Were they quarrying? Mining? Okay. She's not being helpful. There's a rail cart. An overturned cart. A heavy-duty one, too. Strange. Just above the dust. Wait, that's upside down. Symbols look new to me. A Beridian dog. The card is upside down. Right, of course. So those aren't the symbols for harvest at all? What? But I said like plant and I said see, right this point is where I just want to see all the words that have this symbol in it. That would be the most amazing thing. Trickle. So snake, we know. But this is related to like earth in the broadest sense, or ground. So if we say earth, rock, but also wine. No, rock and earth makes sense for a card. Rock and earth. We need to take these in context. Something in the dust. A fragment of wood from a rudder. I would guess it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. It's been inscribed. This is one end of a broken fragment of text. When? No, it can't be when. It's like... This is a long word. Or... You know, this is one word, so God is here. We have... No, we did have... Did we have a single dot before? No, it must be inside the sky. Now she will complain that when doesn't work. See? Told ya. No, I didn't see sky. Sky god? Can I please grab this? Thank you. Oh, May. I didn't see May. I'm convinced my translation for May is correct. So like light and guiding. May sky god, and we want a verb, and we want like way makes sense. The verb for that I was just saying before is could be move. I'm gonna say open. Like, yeah, we have close also. So that makes sense. May sky god open your way. A blessing, perhaps? I'd say that this comes from the same source as the scrap of sailcloth, the one we found on the domed market moon. This will make the site easier to locate. Interesting. Problem is, I'm very confidently losing track of all these sites. I'm very glad that she is aware, but if Amadu wasn't lying to us, then there should be robots here. Or servos at least. If Pauper. Here. It's an opening. It will be dark down there, Leah. I will try to stay close.
The wind died as we entered the tunnel.
It opens up ahead.
The air was ice cold and smelled of rust. Then we came out into a wide open space.
It's an entire village.
Through all the murky dark, I could make out shapes, clinging like spiders to the rock.
There's going to be so many inscriptions here. Okay. I do not like it here, Leah and Lazara. I haven't seen construction like this before. Maybe in the Docking Crater Moon. This site is older than the Empire. Older than Iox, at least. How can you tell? The materials and joinery appear complex, metal interlaced with stone and clay. Significant engineering skills must have been lost. We knew knowledge had been lost. I mean, look at you, but I do wonder where it all went. I'm guessing something loop. Rams. You noticed? Of course I noticed. Rams means robots. Just like Amadu said. This place wasn't made for people at all. That would make sense. Oh, I didn't think people got off so lightly. What does that mean? Robots doing what? Who knows? Robots do what they are told to do. I saw a dot there. But It's hard to imagine how this was built. This place must have been quite an operation in its time. The walkways appear still stable, Elberethian. Any chance there are still some robots here? We could ask them what they were doing. There is every chance. I was buried in Alex for some considerable time and it did not impair my functionality. Let's check out in here. A control room. Control panels. Positioned with a view out over the walkways. We've seen this design before. These are for robots. Any inscriptions? None. I would have expected something. No doubt whoever used the panel knew what it was, Aaliyah. I suppose a robot could push a cart along a rail easily enough. This whole place could have been operated automatically. Whatever this place was doing. Robots are not automatic, Reg, any more than you are. Let's try turning it on. See if it still works. Alright. Let me see. Yes, I comprehend. Okay. The control requires me to stay in proximity to it, Aaliyah, otherwise it will reset. Why? Why would a robot need to guard a bridge control like that? It's not trying, thankfully. Interesting. This one's been broken open. The wiring's been ripped out. Why would someone do that? To make it work or to stop it from working? Means let it go. Like, okay, I see. Oh, I see. Okay. I see. We're gonna have a walk around and then she will bring it up again and what is this place? Some kind of mining operation? Symbols! Symbols! And even properly separated. Drinks you provide? Got a few of these words in my notebook, but I have to take a stab of what's left. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, multiple stars is... Where is she going? Why is she... Okay. Nebula drinks. We have drown. To not live because of water. And now we have noun. Live in water. Blood. Nebula drinks blood you provide. Does Nebula drinks blood you provide make sense? What was this place? What did they dig up here? Also, those are not the symbols that are up there. It's like... You? I'm not sure about this one. The broken panel we saw earlier. Maybe it was broken to keep something in. You think there's a monster down here? There are no monsters here or anywhere else. I await your alternative explanation, cretin. Almost closed, but stuck on something. That looks very safe, what she's doing there. A tall iron candle holder dating from ancient times? Oil burning. Glass is the sword they blow on Elbereth. And the stem is an etched phrase, Aaliyah. There's a few words in this one. Indeed. Us. That's like our. Our parents? There's a negation here. Not sure what that is supposed to be. Take us. Yeah, parents is confirmed. Certain of take as well. That's our. I already said that. Will not feels good. Our parents will not take us away. Easy enough. I'll try that again later. What do you mean try that again later? Did you not like that? This comes from the same place as the fragment of rudder we found earlier here, I think. We got a lot of information on the unknown extremely ancient site now. This should make its location easier to find. So if we do map... Unknown ancient... And this is labeled Heaven's Vault now. So this is not... The ship that crashed here is not Heaven's Vault then. As I was supposing. But this site is extremely possible to find now. And obviously we still have a lot to go here. I mean, honestly, with how large this place is, I feel like I can be exploring this for the rest of today. Oh, there's a dot down there. I want to see what this dot is about. There we go. Go and... We have... I'm gonna say... work... The problem with work is it doesn't have this symbol for being a verb. But obviously it only works if this is a verb, so I'm gonna say work. Go and work. That'll do for now. But why would robots need motivational slogans? Exactly like the turret we saw before on the docking crater moon. It must be from a similar period. Yeah, so bring up the walkway. And now I suppose we'll walk over and we'll tell her to hold it steady for me, Enki. What was that bonk? Should I be worried? This is definitely mine, overseen by robots, but worked by hand. So much for your precious ethical core, Enki.
Once, I'd found a hangar underground on Elbereth.
I hope these things were soundly built. Enki! I hear you, imbecile. Lower the walkway again, Enki!
It had been made to house rows and rows of ships. A whole fleet of them. This place could have swallowed that place without a burp.
I still can't reach you, Aliyah. The iron cart has moved. But there is a gap I cannot jump. Can't you hopper over the gap? Is there an eye? I cannot hopper without an eye. I'm not magical. Oh, I see. But I didn't want to go back. I wanted to explore. Eek! Okay. Wait there, NK. If I lose sight of you, I will return to the ship. Perfect. Yeah, we know she won't. Her ethical core constrains her a bit. Just don't look down, Aliyah. This isn't Elbereth. There's no tent canvas to catch it on there. I mean, this is like solid. What are you talking about? Aliyah, Lazra, come back.
A narrow shelf of rock jutting from the chasm wall.
Why would I come back? There's so much to explore here. Magical girl NK.
Grey buildings watched me with empty eyes.
Okay, so now, according to her statement, she would go away. Cloth. Because she doesn't have line of sight to me anymore. beds. People slept in here. But why would anyone live here? Oh yeah, there's like pillows. This place is terrible. Just to work? I suppose it was obvious there were people here. What would robots do with all this? They're the masters after all. And let's just have a quick scan if any prompts come up here, like inscriptions. Okay, we can't go in here. Robots can't have worked in mine. There must have been people doing that. While robots oversaw it. Wait, why would robots not be able to do that? That's... I don't think I understand how robots work in this game. What are their limitations? I mean, they don't have legs, obviously, but... These panels seem different. Scratched symbols. Death. Let me think. Death, we have a verb. It is not like... Yeah, give. Has not, as in lose, that makes sense. We have this thing that not show on its own, but it's like eyes, truth, wish, danger, happiness. For has not what lose, okay. Truth, wish, like eyes, but like a twist on the concept of no legs, no arms, but they compensate with sass. That makes sense. Eyes, like people and light, right? That is eyes, something that people use to see light. But now we have this thing that I'm not sure. But we had this word in which I was thinking this is like knowledge and something of not knowledge as falsehood. Well, what were the options here? Emperor sees through every falsehood. Choice? Emperor sees through every choice. Decision? But why X'd out? Why would that be? Falsehood makes sense as not truth, but it feels like I don't have enough to go on off to distill the meaning of this character. We have this here, and again it's a loop and it's and off something that's looping. Happiness. Death is not happiness. I'm still going towards truth, because truth is something that I can make out by seeing, probably. That 6 symbol took me a while to narrow down back when I played. Truth. Truth? Death has not truth? These panels seem different. They've been sliced open. Like someone wanted to get at the wiring. Okay, we have connect the wiring as an option. We have both connect the wiring. Let's see. If I get my hand in under here. And if I twist here, I think that's going to hold. And what do we have here? Oh, now it's connecting everything together. And she can go over to that other place. On my way, Aliyah Al-Azra. Okay. That should hold. You! I feel stuck. Okay. What do you mean, stuck? The problem is I'm stuck. How do I get off here? Can I go over to that place? It doesn't appear so. I have a dot here. Disconnect. I see. We can disconnect here. And let her come over to us. But that doesn't help because she's still up there, so we need to disconnect both of these. And then it's going to be connected so that she can come over to us. I will be with you shortly. Don't let Honk see this. Oh, because he's an electrician, I see. No, that's... I don't think this connects, You made it across? The walkways are most stable, Aaliyah. Impressively engineered. I still believe we should hop her back, however. No, Jesus. Yeah. Stay by this panel, NK. Don't follow me, fool. Aaliyah, I do not approve. I don't care. I want to go over there now. NK, raise this walkway for me. There we go. Are you going to hold the control long enough for me to go down, NK? Of course I can, Aaliyah. But I do not know how much the ramp can take. If you must go, try to not be slow. Okay. And you watch your step, Aaliyah. There are
Deep
holes.
pits had been cut down into the rock, while overhead, a natural opening yawned into space.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So we get some natural light in here. Pits in the rock. It seems to go on forever. It doesn't, of course. But still, I wouldn't want to fall in. Let's see how deep you go. Still falling. The loneliest clink echoed back up the shaft. That's a long way down. That was like 10 seconds or so. But of course you know what we're really here for. It's AI, artifacts, and inscriptions. That's all we want. Maybe there was a ladder here. There isn't now. I mean, I can see parts of it, so... Oh. Dot. There's something carved inside the edge. We're somehow making it out while walking across. Work is life. Okay, work is cool. Interesting. Work is life. Work is life makes sense. Curious. Also, okay, I was gonna say I'm stuck. I'm not stuck. There is a ladder going down. I'm breathing and I can see you. Aaliyah, Lazar, please desist. I go by the waters. Tunnels. What the shit? I was gonna say how deep does this go, but literally, how deep does this go? Hewn walls. This place was dark. Wait, I don't feel... The add-on here must be poor or poisoned. If there's anything here, I should find it quickly. the ragfall. This place isn't safe.
I was stumbling over my own feet.
Can you hear me, NK? I don't want to be down here. No, there's nothing here. I suppose not. I don't want to lose my way down here. I'm not gonna do it, but I'm immediately curious if you can just die down here and have the game end like this. Carved scratches. Ancient. If I can stop my head from spinning long enough to read them. Like, can you just write this down and do it later? This one end of a fractured fragment of text. Wait, am I on a timer here? Oh, okay. Withering Palace? Will? Another one by him reads as Withering. Yes. Palace is good. Yes, 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 yes. Go for it, go for it. Go, 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 go. Will. I'm gonna say fall. I could still change my mind, but Withering Palace will fall. Withering Palace again. Move, you... Are these two sides connected? Did miners from here break into the Withering Palace? There are some kind of other marks here. The rivers around the Withering Palace, perhaps. Jesus. She's like talking and talking and talking. Where did they go? After the palace. Oh, miners. Onwards to Iox. Light. What the shit is this?
My lungs were burning.
In hopper sauce? We're all awake in waters. What are you? No, a hopper eye. But only one eye. This must be a god. But why are you the wrong way up? What was that? A flash of light? Faceted glass. The eye isn't part of the carving at all. It's behind what was carved. The stone is crude work. But then again, done almost in darkness. Again! Just as I spoke. Look deeper. I wonder what's back here. Bless the wind. Symbols carved inside the glass. Shit. Upside down you go. It's upside down. I know. Fuck. Blessing. My blessing? For my blessing? Word? I can see. Show my translation. For my is right now. This is not the time, Aaliyah. Ask for my blessing. Ask. Now, Aaliyah, you go now. Okay, she's auto walking back. Gotta go fast. We are gutting to go fast. Where is that robot when I need it? The problem is we also need to climb now, which I don't know if our stamina meter. It's not so high. Climb, Chrysia. Just climb. I can't. I can't do it. Also, I'm seeing the letters now. It's too far. I'm trapped. How do I get myself into these messes? Although, I suppose I won't do any more.
My head was spinning.
Enke! Enke! How would she be able to help? She can't come over without the bridge is set up. Nothing. This was where the fall of Iox truly began. These people here. And the buried god helped them do it. What do we do now? I mean, the only thing we can do is go back to that eye. My chest tightened. The air down here is like acid. You. I can't breathe. Did you hear me? Can you even? Where are we going? If we're hovering off planet, we're stranding NK there because she cannot go. You got so unlucky. What the fuck? What is happening?
I had travelled the nebula in an eye blink.
What?
It wasn't possible, but I'd done it.
Did I die? Did I loop? This is Alboreth, isn't it? It saved me. The god saved me. It sent me home. I'd better take a moment to get my bearings, though. I'm dizzy. Did I come here through the gate? It's a hopper. A long-distance hopper. I wonder if these things were how the ancients traveled the nebula. Maybe it has a line of sight to the mine? I wonder if it could take me back again. I wonder how you even turn it on. Amir said he spoke a word that made the gate take him away. A control word perhaps to activate it. A word of ancient. But Amir is on Maesian. I'm not on Maesian. I don't have a ship. Right, like... The Nightingale's not here, of course. Exactly. Am I stuck here now? I need a Rocky. Yeah, let's go have a drink. See? No ship. To the God's Feet slums.
Laughter, shouting, crying, all at once. The sound of 1,000 people packed up like a box of oranges.
Want to know what could have happened back there if Aaliyah hadn't talked so goddamn much? I'm not sure. Is this... If it's gonna affect how I approach the rest of the story, then not. Otherwise, please shoot. Where's the place? Is it the bar? There's like, what is face? His name was something like T, but not Tappy. Timor. Timor, you should call me L. We've known each other long enough. But Aaliyah, that isn't your name. Aaliyah means exalted, high, great one. It's a good name. For the last someone marry you. So every time that green flash happened, the text inside the glass changed. You can have a full-on conversation with that god. What? Holy shit. That's cool. That's seriously cool. You once told me there were 7 gods in the ancient pantheon. I found 6. Did I tell you that? I was probably making it up. I'm sure you did. I think I was told by my grandmother that 7 was a lucky number for the ancients. Or 6 and 1 as she said it. I found a moon, pouring in water. Water cascading down a mountain, water in rivers. Water bubbling in fountains. Sounds like a paradise. It was a graveyard. The water that comes from the dead is not for drinking, Aaliyah. Bartenders know about this kind of thing. They should make a post for you at the university. Professor of drinking. I could never leave Albereth. You know that. So there was water for the taking, was there? If there was any way to take it. Every problem is an opportunity, just as every stranger is a friend you haven't yet met. Where was it? In Ghost's wake. Does it even mean anything to him if he's not sailing? Yeah. You don't sail, do you? Me? I have a bar to run. Here. Thanks, Timur. Gonna do a sip. Now look here, I have a present for you. A torn book. It looks like it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. The spine is in marked 2. This one is a blurry piece from an even longer phrase. Who follow, I'm seeing at the end. Those who follow. Okay. There's like more words. Show. This doesn't feel right. Which part? The show does not... Okay. But those who follow was cool. Provides. But what is this then? This character just on its own? That doesn't make sense. I feel like we're gonna knock out gods. Provide. No good. I'd have to start again and try with a different way. Provides is also gonna get ruled out. Yeah. Gods. Oh, we have. But I'm still gonna say those who follow, and then let's see if... Okay, it opens up. I think those must be right. Also convinced of who. So we have give, but that's life. Save, come. Getting all the confirmations. We got a lot of confirmations today. Even down when we were dying. Or nearly dying. Defend. Like person who gives life, and that's like path. I'm gonna say gods defend those who follow. A blessing for safety. I wonder if it worked. I think this comes from the same place as the sextant I found here before. This should help us work out where to look for the site of the ancient library of the loop. What do I owe you? Nothing. Just don't stop stopping by. You want another Rocky? No, it's alright. Another time. I will take my leave for now. This has been very productive. But how do we... See you around, Timur. Don't be a stranger. We need to... Aaliyah! There you are. My ethical core has been most concerned, Alberethian. Did the god tell you where it sent me? God, Aaliyah? I have not been in touch with any gods. I was told where to go by the Albereth gate. So the gate told you where to find me? What? How did they get off its corpse after your arrival? Of course, the gate believes that you belong to me. Those old machines are obsessed with property and ownership. You're telling me the gate can think? has a core, as do you and I. I have not dissuaded the gate from its hypothesis. It seems a useful state of affairs. What do you mean I have a core? Can we... I'm content to be your intact, Aaliyah. Was not looking forward to finding myself another willing human. Perhaps we should return to the ship now. Let's get out of here. What is... Yeah, and so we left the surface of Albreth, certainly. What is happening? You know how just an hour ago I said, oh, it feels like maybe things are coming together now. What the fuck? Let's take to the river. Apparently, you're not talking. I will ready the chocks, Aaliyah and Lazra. I like how she's readying something else each time. The tiller, the chocks, I don't know. So we have... Okay, so this is something... Huang found a reference to this place in the Chronicles of Mazwai, Moon at the Knot of Three Rivers, and we've taken a bearing to somewhere from the open hatch in the old dock. Oh, jeez, can you stop talking so fast? What is happening? From somewhere in the open hatch on the old dock. Enki believes this place to be somewhere the curious altar piece came from. The other artifacts I've found from this area among the oldest I've ever seen. I know enough to find the site, so we shall. Sailing to an unknown, ancient site. The big question obviously is, like, the big practical question is, how will we get to Heaven's Vault? We know that it's something that our ship ought not be able to do. Back on Iox, Huang mentioned a reference in Mazwai to a knot of rivers. A place somehow linked to Heaven's Vault. I mean, maybe it will be a long-distance hopper as well. I wonder if that place could be this place? Such a description could be anywhere, Rogue. But we just said we have enough information to find it. Also, I'm getting tired apparently. I had to get up very early today, like shortly after 6 a.m. because I had a very early doctor's appointment for a checkup. And then I was at the... I was on my way to work when my normal alarm went off. Of when I'm normally supposed to get up. So that's my headspace today. And the day has been good otherwise, but I can certainly see that the getting up very early has been taking its toll. So I will have a look at how big the next site is. There's a better way to the right, I see. How far along are we? Oh, we are getting along. We are going into the search area. It could be a while until we actually find the area in this big of an area, the site in this big of an area. Take the next right ahead. Okay. So maybe if it looks like the next site will be big, I may end it once we get off the ship. Because I don't think we'll be ending this today anyway. Or at least it's unlikely. This is a region of minor flow once more. Is this actually a good route, or is your routing just... Okay, no, but it looks like we actually need to go around like this. Okay, never mind. There's some weird colors in the distance. The river to the left will bring us to the unknown ancient site, Alea. And let's do this. Alea Lazra, there's another airless ruin some distance away straight ahead. Okay. Where? I see. We're heading right for it. Are you doubting the Empress? Off with the head. I mean, she knows she still needs me. Evidently. The ruin here appears to date from ancient times, Alea Lazra. I will investigate. I found a broken glass bottle. It most likely came from somewhere close by. And is there... There is. You can still smell it. I cannot. It's a perfume bottle. The side seems to be etched with characters in ancient script. I was so excited I was gonna get like 25 cents of deposit from this. No, this ain't Snake. With you. Goes with you. Can I try translation for goes to my dictionary now? This might give us insight into what this character actually means. But I'm getting garden, right? This is place, and I was saying like this is earth, ground or whatever, and now we have garden again. Garden goes with you? Oh yeah, for a perfume bottle that makes sense, yeah. No, sure. Garden goes with you. Definitely perfume. Perfume sellers always promise the sun itself. The most curious assertion. I think this comes from the exact place we're after. We must be near. This will make the exact spot we're looking for easier to locate. Good. Good. No, it's not... It doesn't show on the map that it's actually narrowing things down, so I don't know what that... what the thing means. This, like, making it easier to locate. Turn right here. Where? I know a better way. Okay. Dangerous way in. Okay.
For the longest time, Mayari didn't know about the Nightingale. I would hitch lifts with robot couriers to Elbereth, then slip away to play aboard the ship. Until one day, when Oroi reckons she could figure out how to launch it. And of course, I didn't know how to stop.
Yeah.
I pretty much crashed into the dock on Iox.
Okay, so now... Oh, I see. We have several things here, but it's already narrowed down to be one of these two. So I suppose we should go to this one first, which is merge, merge. Okay, it's just inevitable that we get there. But after 3 merges, we can have a look at the map to see what it's uncovered. Which way, NK? I do not know. So let us see. That's one merge, that's a second merge coming up. There's a third one. Which way, NK? Let me guess, you do not know? Okay, so we're gonna see this one definitely. Where am I? No, 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 wrong direction, wrong direction. I didn't notice that this is not a merge. Whoops. I know that sometimes when the game thinks I've gone the wrong path, it allows me to backtrack, but wait, I cannot backspace right now. I would have liked to backspace on that. Okay, it's just looping me here. Okay, I'm getting another try. Cool. Now she's gonna be clueless again. No, no, you don't understand. We need to be thorough about where we're going, especially in these very slow waters, right? You wouldn't want to waste time on a second trip. So we need to be sure to explore absolutely every possible turn. Like right now, so we don't do the same error again. What do you mean, either of these paths? I've been the other one. I've been the other one just now. There we go. Here, some distance way up ahead. A ruin of some sort. Would seem we have not been... Okay. She forgore. That makes sense. The ruin here appears to date from ancient times, Olia. Just wait. I recovered a scrumpled river map. I wonder how long it's been there. There's some writing along a river. This one is a phrase run together. You will we don't have a lot of words, is the thing. True. I mean, that's the only other thing we can place. Forget that then. Does you will to of way work? Okay. Can't figure it out. I think this was made on the site we're after. It must be nearby. Yeah, okay, so now it cut away a part of the search area. I see. We will have to sail on to resume the search. I mean, that's... should get back in the middle so that there's like any movement whatsoever. There we go. There we go. There we go. We are in the vicinity of the unknown ancient site once more, Elberethian fool. Okay, and it's like... I was gonna say it's very streamlined. No, you know what? I'm gonna say it. It's a very streamlined path. Why apologize for my stupid puns? That's basically like one of the many backbones of my media presence. Just takes a billion years to sweep across this basically like swimming pool at this rate. Oh, there we go. There's our site. What is unknown ancient site is what it says. There is something here. Let's go down. That's so long. Thank you for doing this in a cutscene. An unknown ancient site. This is the oldest site that I've found. Okay.
We made our way between ancient clustered trees. The air seemed to hang from their branches, dank and heavy, like wet cloth.
I'm always so surprised when there's life on these rocks. So it's the one I thought it might be. This place is thriving. What are we expecting to find here? What lies in the heart of a forest? Water servant. So there are two important things about this place that I think you would probably like to know. Go ahead. It's cold. The mist. I've not seen mist like this since Mercy. If you do end up leaving early, this is one of the rare sites you will be able to return. There is a point of no return here. So you mean on this place, like a ratchet in the story that once I've turned it too far, you won't get stuck in the bush, will you? I will pick my way forward somehow, Leah Lazwa. And please try to not trip over your feet. It looks like this is the way the valley goes. Since you haven't been to that library yet, you might want to be careful. Oh, this is the side of the library. Okay, okay, okay. Is this a path? There are no paving slabs. No guard posts. Well, if there is a path, there's no path anymore. Since you haven't been to... I hope I'm not walking in circles. Wait, since you haven't been to that library before... Oh, that library! Okay. It's not on here. I see. Like, this is something it's not letting me find yet because it's... this place feels ancient somehow. Oh, I mean, I can even clip through the rock. It's so ancient. Also, dead end, because my feet are too big. It's so quiet. So still. What do you mean? I heard like birds chirping. I detect endless movement, leaves, insects, ceaseless. There is a point of no return. I mean, it certainly isn't in this section. Shh. I heard something moving. In the trees. Most likely, Aliyah Lazwa. There are animals here. What kind of animals? Multiple kinds, Arborean dog. A large number of types are required for the system to be sustainable. As I understand it, they eat each other. You don't eat, I suppose? I have not needed to yet. So how do you keep going? I'm powered by a small reactor of some kind. I don't know how it works or how long it will last. Much as you might say about your own heart. So we have a path going down here. Why would anyone who could build an upriver point it here? Are you sure about the bearing you took from that crater? Absolutely sure, got a rat. After all this, there's a moon where I said there would be a moon. You can't argue with results, so... Oh. Marks on the rock. We're not the first to come this way. Look, something has been scratched into the rock and highlighted by the moss. This is the start of a fragment of text. Nebula. All nebula doesn't make sense. But we have, you can definitely see water. Give water all nebula. I don't believe this will be happening, but Oh, here, I see. That's what we want. I believe you can be confident of your translation for nebula now. Okay. Here, give water. So that's an object. Yeah, it's hoppers here give water all nebula. That's how they colonized it. Hoppers. Why would anyone need a hopper out here? Is there something hidden on this moon? Oh, she's very dense. I see. Wait, what's a shape? There's something through the trees over there. A statue? I knew there would be something here. Interesting. There must be a way through the trees to it. Oh, but there's something else first. Something on the ground. Not fallen branches. Almost entirely overgrown, but not quite. They've been worked, joined together with nails and screws, shaped, planed, riveted, lacquered. Part of a ship of some kind, maybe? Perhaps Albreedian, but it does not resemble any ship hull I've seen before. So it's old. Perhaps. Or perhaps it is something else entirely. I cannot imagine a boat of this size catching the wind effectively. Would anyone trust themselves to such a ship? Wait, brush? There's a prompt. I cannot imagine such a ship surviving the rigors of Space Servant. But from the discoloration, I would say this boat has been in water. Well, just on here then.
Brushed away dirt and scraped away the moss.
What's this? This is a dented compass, dating from the earliest days of the nebula. This thing is strange. I've never seen made anything to this quality before. There's a carved message. Fractured. Protect. Protect us all. Will protect us all? Protect doesn't seem correct. Okay. That was the word we had before in... yeah. I will say save. Will save us all? But this is a verb. And it is related to this word. Does he give water or nebula? Ropes? No, but ropes here give water or nebula, that's... Why would that be give? And huh? I still feel like of these. But we're gonna take note of it's a noun, so... I don't think sailors, but ropes, possibly. Yes. What is the rest? Will save us all. I mean vault, but song will save us all. But then, do you activate the hopper with a song? Like you speak to it, but no, gate. But gate will say, like hoppers and gate would have a connection, like we saw with the big gate on Elbereth. But gate will save us all. And also ship, but then why is... Okay, we have raise. I'm only realizing this now. What is this? Raise your goblet. And I was pretty confident about raise. Because we have here the object that's air, and we have all these words like above and such that have this thing like an up arrow maybe. Right, like the other words don't make sense, like discover your goblet and cry out. That's like when I'm searching in my kitchen cabinet and then I discover my goblet and I cry out. But I don't think that's what they mean here. Yes, yes, yes. I'm so baffled by this. Raise. I mean, like, if it's in a figurative sense, then vault. That is a ship. But why would then hopper be connected to vault in this grammatical way? I'm gonna leave it like this, but I'm really not sure. The vault will save us? Save us from what? A great darkness? This comes from the same site as the battered sextant and the telescope device we found earlier. This should make the site of the Heavens Vault easier to find. Really? The site of the Heavens Vault. I'm not seeing this get any more specific. It's the problem. More symbols here. Water garden. Yeah, that's water garden. So my translation for garden is correct now. There you go. It's complete. Water garden. Must be the name of the boat. We want to get to this statue type thing. Oh, there we go. That looks like a god.
The trees parted.
That is the
into a clearing
same god as on
around
my
a
Earth.
listing statue.
Awesome. Waters above. Nice to see a familiar face. I wonder how Army is getting on with those pigs. Metal Days. Description? This one is a fractured fragment from an even longer phrase. Gives. Goddess, but it's a new goddess. Goddess gives water for the nebula. That makes sense with the lore we've uncovered so far. Oh, the goddess gives water for the nebula. We're now finding entire sentences that we can just translate. That's nuts. Does giving water mean distributing it? Well, she is very dense. Did they believe the goddess shared this moon's water with the rest of the nebula? A metaphysical explanation for the existence of well springs? Look at the podium. She doesn't figure it out, right? Could be more different than the setting on Maersi. Although perhaps the shape of that one was made to match this. More like the ramps and panels on the old dock than anything else here. Is it some kind of mechanism? Perhaps, are you suggesting it rotated Aliyah so she could look around? I was thinking of the engineering. But if you were going to make a base that spins, perhaps it would look like this. Undoubtedly, Reg. After all, the goddess would no doubt tire of looking at the same tree. Shards of glass at her feet. And a hole going down into the mechanism. Whatever this was, it's filled in with dirt. A lamp, perhaps, Aliyah? To light up the statue? But why would anyone want to do that? When I ascended to eternity, they hung lamps from every branch. The surrounding gods each held candles. The rocks dripped with light. Oh, Roy would love this thing. She'd want to take it apart, bolt by bolt. Yeah, so this planet has all the water and it gets... And the well springs are actually hopper eyes or sources, one or the other. And the water gets teleported there, and that's how the entire planet can... the entire nebula can just live. I wonder how far this forest stretches. The whole moon area. Like it's a forest moon. Like an apple bristling with mold. You've got a real thing against life. haven't you, NK? There's another disc on this side, but this one's intact. Reminds me of something we've seen before. If we can just remember what. I've got it. It's a hopper. This is what the carved message we found earlier was about. The water hopper. The hopper of the water goddess. Firing off up to somewhere. Not only that, Aliyah. It is still working. It is radiating at this... Oh, is that what you mean by... Is that what you mean by point of no return? What happens if a water signal... A hopper signal is blocked? The connection no longer exists, therefore transfer does not occur. Whatever might have been relocated is not. Can I use this hopper? Go wherever it's going. It might go all the way to Heaven's Vault. This hopper is directed at something underground, Aliyah. And even if you could make your way down there, the signal from this hopper points towards Iox. So we will not be doing that. So this place is hoppering something to Iox, but what? Something underground. Hopper, source, on statue, on forest moon, because I will for sure forget about that otherwise. But we will not be doing that right now. But you're serious? This place is where Iox gets its water from? And if I were to shut this place down, please. I do not like to consider it. If the people on Aberrath knew, NK, honestly I don't think they'd hesitate. They'd shut it down and then trade water for work in the fields. Then I do not suggest we tell them, and I shall personally inform Professor Murray at the earliest convenience. The ancients who built this place set the water goddess here to look after the place. Who knows, perhaps Maersi once had the same setup. It is definitely the goddess from Maersi. But Maersi was drenched in water. Although I suppose this place must have some somewhere. Yeah, underground, I suppose. Is she looking at something? Over this way. Looking is fine, but maybe not mess with it too much yet if you want to do other stuff still. Surely she's looking at the thought of water. The goddess is looking about here. Was there once something around here? Not was. There is! A hatch! Where's the moons? A hatchway. Why is there a hatch in the middle of a forest? Because there's something underground, Aliyah. So the hatch is an access panel to an underground reservoir. Robots could go down and clear it if it became blocked. Most likely a robot was positioned inside. Let's see, here along the side. Seeing some fun characters in there. Master of Water. Master of Waters. Stays below. Waits below. Guard. No, wait. Yeah, or stay. Master of Waters waits below. I think that's right. Does that mean you can open it? I won't embarrass myself trying. Perhaps this place was once entirely underwater. Perhaps the boat we found was used to travel on the surface. There must be a way to get this open. But there's no handle, no lock, nothing. Open it up, NK. I have no idea how to open it. You think I would go digging around in the dirt like some drone? I mean, yeah. Then someone harvested that water using hoppers, and that system has been working ever since. Iox itself relies on it. Over time, one of the discs failed and the water level built up, enough to saturate the soil and allow the forest to grow. The glass discs we saw must have worked to hopper the water away. When they're all blocked, it's got nowhere to go. This is wild. But why is there so much water here in the first place? Like they're saying, the water's building up. Where is it coming from? All this life going on without knowing how removed it is from everything else. Elborethian. We believe this place is connected to Heaven's Vault. Yeah? What are you... So this was a hopper too. Presumably so, child. Blocked now by dirt and forest detritus, but curiously angled. There is nothing in this direction. We're at the edge of the nebula already. So this hopper is aimed at nowhere? This hopper source would appear to be pointing in a direction similar to that of Renbar's telescopes. This hopper is pointing to something outside the nebula, perhaps to Heaven's Vault itself. So how do we get there? To the site this aquifer once fed. This site, if there is a site, is across a vast tract of dead space, Aliyah. Short of wishing a river into existence, I do not think we can get there. I am seeing touch it. I don't think... I'm assuming this is something that I also shouldn't do, right? Specifically asking for confirmation. Because if I put myself in the path of the hopper source, then this would teleport me, wouldn't it? Where did they find the device? The one at the side of the Withering Palace. It was found on a deeply forested moon. Far out in turbulent waters. Would you be pleased or horrified if I told you how many died locating it? That should be fine. I'm an archaeologist. I just want to know the truth. You can't handle the truth! The truth is whatever the powerful choose it to be. No more and no less. Okay, let's do a touch. There's warmth here. Not much, but a little. Maybe this one is working underneath the dirt as well. The eye this hopper transmits to is most likely a wellspring, Elia Lasra. Clear the hopper. It's definitely warm down here. I think. There. Is anything happening? Perhaps, Arborethian Dog. A very faint flow upwards. Something maybe in the sky. It needs more water. I see. Okay. We need to cover up the other hopper source in order to establish a flow that brings us to Heaven's Vault. And we're not doing that yet because that's the end of the game. The wellsprings surely cannot all be fed by other wellsprings. The water and air must originate somewhere. Maybe or maybe not. What if it's a cycle? What if there is a Great Loop after all? Rip Iox, I guess. So last time I tried to leave, it pulled me back here. Let's see what happens now. She's just staying there. Back to the ship. May I activate the hopper now? Yeah, do it. So I will pick where we go. Or can I just save and exit on the ship? Does that work as well? And so we left the lonely forest and it's got us. That is nuts. This was a super productive stream that is now winding down. That is insane. Curious. The rivers here are not quite as they were, Arborethian. There's a very faint new flow. From the hopper I cleared out? It is hard to say for sure, Leah. Where does it go? away, somewhere distant, to Heaven's Vault? I do not know, Fu, but surely it must be. Maybe we can come back here later. Now to look at the inscription I found. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to... First of all, I've like... Let's just click away a lot of solvable inscriptions. Solved, solvable. I've seen quite a few new things today. Me too. Waters that divide us will join us. Oh, this is one we hadn't solved. This is saying solvable, but I haven't... I vaguely remember seeing this and like, okay, this is just, we have no handle on this whatsoever. Yeah, it's kind of daunting because there's just so much to do, but a second playthrough is very much worth it, in my opinion. I see. Wait, never one time? What is happening? Okay, we just confirm words now, cool. One last time. We have B. One last time before death. Hello? Okay. Oh, it's like solvable because there were words in there that could be confirmed by that. The Death Goddess welcomes you. Serpent God blesses us. Praise be to you. Blessed be to you. Found at the... Jeez. This UI is... like inscriptions, solvable... okay. Serpent. Yes. We know the armless god is the serpent god. Brass telescope, drown in stars is blessing. To drown in the stars is a blessing. This book tells us who we are. Okay, it's not even showing me the part that... the part at the end. Time will tell us all. Oh, that's one we haven't... This one we didn't have a handle on yet. And I saw a very long word, so I'm going to start with this one. Empire. 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 And... of... is... heart. And this is a word we don't know yet. I need to have... I mean, I could stuff this in, but I don't think that's right. I'm also not too sure about this all, but you know what? Actually, this away, like this. No? Is this going to be another one where I need to stuff everything in that I can and then whittle it down afterwards? Oh, knowledge. Okay. Okay, it's discarding all, as I was saying. I just didn't see knowledge. There we go. Once again. Empire. 1. We had knowledge. We had is. I don't like 1. I think I will leave out 1 and see if it works without. To break up the words. Is hard and where's off? Here's off. No? It's not doing it yet. So then we will try off and... Oh, knowledge off. I see. Okay. Still not. But I genuinely don't have anything else I can put in, no? Oh, 1. Oh, it's throwing out is. Uh-huh. I mean, I haven't had anything with this really, or not a lot of anyway. So this could also be part of a word. Like this could be like a slightly more difficult verb. Where's knowledge? I need knowledge. I need of. Love, palace, and hold on. If we just say palace here, does that help? No, I don't think so, because we have the dot. It must be. What else could I be putting in? Oh, no. And is already put in. I guess I can just not... But it says solvable. We'll just see. We'll just keep on clicking to the winds link us together. That makes sense. We give blessings for the goddess. Sing sky god. So sing to the sky god. Yeah. Waters divide us. Doesn't look solvable to me. I don't know what was going on with that. No, solved is... Do we have unsolved? Just go to like... the earliest stuff that I haven't solved yet. Is there something that I can do? Empress buried robots is something we don't... We have this thing as well. That was just pointing out before. But, yeah, it's... This is... I think banished fits better here. Empress banished robots? Yeah, but there's off in front of Empire. But there's 2 consecutive unknown words at the beginning. I fear stranger? I remember that. Watch, this is knowledge? So no? Death of... So death of knowledge? I don't understand. Death of no? I think fear still works best for this. I don't know, the thing is this something that I should be doing? Is this helping? I'm honestly not sure. Besides clearing out the menu, is this... Like, there's so many inscriptions, holy shit. Light from birth. I'm seeing this character again. Before, loop. No, I'm still vibing with this. Noun, before, loop. Like, well, before. Found carved into the dry channel. From withers. Trickle. No, trickle definitely not. But, What is rock? What is... That's this thing again. Right, but... It's like wine. It's telling me wine. I don't know. But from rivers, wine is something that... But if that's like wine, why would that be in snake? I mean, but then again, why would earth be in snake? I don't know. Small clay figurine found. Goddess of idea. Of harvest of worship. Prayer. Hold. And I have this thing that I have no idea on. No, I don't think I'm making any good... I don't think this is helping in any way. Last save just now. I will leave it at that for today, and we will choose a destination next week.